All right. So first, we're gonna start off with we have to get my videography/photography done, and so that's gonna include doing photo editing for jewelry pics that I have, knocking out a music video, and knocking out these vlog sessions, such as we're doing right now. We got the piano. We're learning All of Me, so we gotta knock that out, and we'll break this down into this is more just the goals necessarily of kind of like first, this is what's necessary to knock out first before we move on to further. And so for reading, we have to knock out either or, and meaning symbols. That just takes time, which is reading, of course, sports betting, bankroll, and we got to make sure we make the most optimized bankroll based off the strategy. And then we're going to move into prize picks too. So that's expanding into that. First, we do got to knock out just relatively bankroll first, and then we can move there. Week 1 practice for coding. We've been moving very nicely. Consistency is key with this. So just knocking out week 1's practice of consistently practicing every day. And then working out, like I said before, we find the gym. We're doing calisthenics. So 200 push-ups as of right now. We'll build more into that as we go. Just got to stay disciplined with at least 200 push-ups a day. And so first thing we'll probably get into is I've been itching to get on this piano. So piano first. And then actually, you know what? We'll do vlog 1 first. All of Me. We'll throw reading in there before what that is reader. And so as I create this and visualize the goals, I'll be able to create a schedule too. But it's easy to pick and choose. We're on call all morning, on mic. So it's 2:02. Start off a little, like I said, we've been on call. We've been getting a lot of the videos done. We got some jewelry done while on call. We got some of the vlog done. Got some of the push-ups done. We already ate and everything, so you can just strictly just work for now. We're looking over stocks and everything, going over some more review. And stocks is just, I think, listen to my podcast, but we'll wait on that. This is gonna just until we start getting this more solidified, getting this stuff consistently going, I can start brainstorming on next. So I didn't mean to make this video a whole 30 minutes long. The first vlog's coming out is 30 minutes long, which is kind of crazy, in my opinion. Alright, so I just finished reading page 54 or 44 to 55 of Man and His Symbols by Carl Jung, and I absolutely love the part, and so I'm going to read my summary based off that, just straight through. Within science, you can't make hypotheses on objective things, but in the world of psychology, it is much different. In a patient-to-doctor position, if your arm hurts, the doctor can make assumptions based on what hurts. But in psychology, and in the world of perspectives, it is much harder to do both. It's much harder for both parties to come to an agreement just based off a hypothesis. This part goes deeper into the idea that one person can be introverted and the other extroverted, which are two totally different personality traits, that things fall under differently. Like for one, a party might be boring, and for the other, best thing ever. So when talking about the mind, this difference in perspective can bring different conclusions. Things like sensations, thinking, feeling, intuitions are all ways our conscious mind used to identify the real world, this including others. So when one is trying to identify another's dream, this difference enables an accurate interpretation. My favorite from this part is the idea that dreams only live in the unconscious mind, and that we can't truly rationally recognize what the message of the dream is while dreaming, because if we could, thus it would be in the conscious part of our mind and not a dream, and not in the unconscious. So when you are in a dream, when it starts making sense, you typically don't stay there for long. And so when it comes into understanding the dream/unconsciousness, each person is unique to go about it. Jung uses an example of how one of his patients from the first session knew what he was struggling with, but bringing it up would destroy their relationship. So for the next 9 years, they covered many places, and by year 10, the patient came claiming he was ready to talk about it, because he now, through trust and gaining confidence in himself, was ready to open up. So this story is to bring light to the idea that there are different ways to access the subconscious if/when such walls are in place. And so we're just going even deeper and deeper and deeper. And maybe when I'm done with the chapter, I'll go over the whole general idea of that chapter. But this is just a little part right here that I loved, so I wanted to include it in. Alright, we're on another piano session, and I think we're getting it all the way through now. That was quite terrible, but we'll do better at the end of this training session. Conclusion practice. We're getting there. The code for today. This is all me. that means you can tell how bad it is just because it was me. But hey, if I'm starting from nothing, it's not too bad. If we go into we plan on doing, and we pull up the command prompt while showing the stats for tomorrow. The goal is going to be to write a program that asks for the user's name and age. I might change those, and then prints a message like, "Good morning, Dino. Hope you slept well. It's blank time in the morning." And so I'm gonna have to input the time and name into it to make the and so I'm gonna just type in the file location and the file name, and that's what we get. You smart? Yes. And then just a bunch of errors. So it's not a foolproof code, but I'm learning. And so I'm gonna learn, kind of like I said, I'm gonna make that script tomorrow and see how that goes. But I just wanted to show the Python for the day. And then we got the first video going up right now. So gang, that's all she wrote.